Buongiorno. I'm here to talk to you about SACI, Studio Art Center International. It's an international college that's located in Florence. It's a city that I first visited when I was about 18 years old, which is why I love to do this program and see the change and the influence that it has on students. I was also married in Florence, and I taught for a year there. So I love the city. And I just want to tell you that the school is located near the central market of San Lorenzo and Michelangelo's sculptures. So, I don't know what's, okay. So this is some information about the college. It's a NASAT accredited school. It also is recognized by the Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and it's an international university with students from all over the world, faculty as well. We usually go during the spring term, which is 5 weeks long, from mid-May through June. SACI offers a BFA, post-bac, and an MFA program, so students on any of those levels are welcome to attend. And the school runs year-round. There's also a summer 4-week session that we have gone in the past as well. I'll talk about that in a minute. SACI offers a total of 14 classes during the spring term, or the late spring term when we go. What's unique about these courses is that the materials and techniques used are region-specific. So in other words, you'll be learning skills and gaining life experiences in these courses that are specific to European and Italian culture. Here's an example of batik. The fabrics are purchased in Italy, the silks, and then they're all hand done. Ceramics, beginning, intermediate, and advanced courses are offered. The ceramic studio is outside, as you can see there. Okay, I want to talk just a minute about the restoration courses that are offered because they are quite unique. It's a degree-granting program at SACI, certified by the Italian government, and the students examine and work on actual damaged paintings, observing changes resulting from time and adverse environmental conditions, and they learned how to resolve these problems. This is an industry, a business, jobs that are very prevalent in Italy. An example of one of the projects that they worked on is the Malta Caravaggio Foundation project. SACI students and instructors restored in Florence 2 paintings from Malta, including Caravaggio's Saint Jerome. Also, the students went to the island of Alba for the 3D conservation and excavated in the tombs and brought the pieces into a facility that was there in Alba and back to Florence to learn to piece things together, pottery, skeletons, so on. The design workshop, design is an inclusive philosophy in Italy, so the projects include design of an exhibition area, the redesign of fashion retail space, the design of promotional posters for exhibits throughout the city. This workshop stresses the importance of student interaction among the languages and graphic design, architectural design, and interior design. They have drawing, beginning, intermediate, and advanced. Fresco, this class is really of great value, not just to artists, but to art history students as well. The students meet in an old studio space, and they study from a master fresco painter. Italian language is a full immersion course. The students are paired with other Italian students, and they visit cafes and museums and learn to speak the language. Jewelry design is also very indicative of Italian sensibilities about design. The Ponte Vecchio is the only bridge that was not bombed during World War II, and it's completely covered with jewelry stores. So the students visit there, they get their own metals and stones, like the aquamarine that is unique to Italy. Painting courses. Black and white photography. Talk a little bit about this because Romero is one of the favorite teachers of the students. He's quite well known in Italy and in Rome and has photography in the train station in Milan. So this is a quote from one of the students. She said, "Photography with Romeo was the best course I took at SACI. The class becomes less like a class and more like a community. Everyone helps each other and no one is left behind. Romeo doesn't only teach you about photography, but about life as well." Printmaking workshop, lithography. Renaissance Art History Survey. I should say that the SACI philosophy is very concerned that the students get immersed in the culture of Italy, and since they are living there and working there and studying there, the art history becomes a very important part of it. The students visit the cathedral, the baptistry, Palazzo Vecchio, Santa Maria Novella, the Uffizi, and so on, and all the students receive free admission into these museums if they're taking the art history course. The professor that teaches this course is also well known. Her name is Dr. Helen Watterson. She received her PhD in History of Art from Yale and has won academic honors, awards, and fellowships. Yale and Harvard are both affiliated with this program, so it would be likely that you might have students from those schools in your classes. Sculpture is marble. Students go to Carrara to get their marble, and obviously marble sculpture is everywhere in Italy, so you have that inspiration. Serigraphy. Community involvement. I actually really like this part of the program quite well because there's a volunteer opportunity for students, and one of our students that was over there for a year was painting in one of the hospitals. Some of his work is still in Florence. The opportunities are offered at the beginning of every term, and it can range from decorating the walls of hospitals and other community buildings to teaching Italian children to speak English. One SACI student was quoted as saying, "I saw the best of Italy through the children of Florence." Exhibition opportunities. In addition that we have an exhibition when the students come back to show what they did in the classes, SACI also has its own gallery and has the Madoff Gallery and the Gallery La Corte, where students are encouraged to have exhibitions. Internships. This is a fairly new program that we started the year before last when we had an interior design student have an internship there. She worked for an interior design company for the summer. Advanced design students have internships possible through the following areas: architecture, communications, graphic design, illustration, interior design, lighting design, and product design. For the artisan, it's a little bit different. These, again, are highly selective. You need to submit work to be accepted into them in bookbinding and paper art, weaving, tailoring, leather, jewelry, and ceramics. This apprentice works on site at least one day a week with an artisan in their studio space and is apprenticed in the traditional techniques of working in that media. Scholarships. Right now we have the Jose Narezo Scholarship for $1,500, and SACI gives Kendall students a $500 break off of the online price that you see off the bat. So if you see the prices, this is a better price. So there are two packages, and I'm just going to quickly outline what those are. Package one is a 5-week, one class for $4,950, and what that includes is your housing. It does include your tuition, 4 trips to Tuscany, application fee, student ID, and museum pass. What it doesn't include is your airfare. You can also do 4 weeks and just take one class for $4,750. Special events at SACI. SACI has evening life drawing classes, lectures, films, music. They have a very extensive library, computer facility, open studio. They bring in, David Hockney was there last year. They bring in really great artists to talk, lectures in the evening, and so on. SACI apartments. The students live in apartments that are owned by SACI. They're right in the heart of Florence, within a few blocks of the school and the Duomo and the marketplace. You would be paired, unless you wanted to room with someone specific, you would be paired with a student from anywhere. She could be, or he could be, from Paris or Germany or Brazil. And this is, again, part of that international global experience that SACI embraces. There are field trips, one every weekend in Tuscany, and if you look at any magazines, you know that Tuscany is the #1 travel destination in the world, and there's a reason for that. It's absolutely beautiful. These trips are included. The bus just comes to the school, picks you up. You can either go with the art history professor, or you can just wander around and shop and have a coffee. The places that you would visit on the late spring term are Pisa, Arezzo, Lucca, Siena, San Gimignano, and Fiesole. If you go to the museums, of course you can see these in the monasteries. The art is everywhere. It's not just contained to museums. Travel is very easy. Florence is a centrally located place. Rome is about 2 hours by train. We always encourage the students when the Biennale is in Venice to go. It's about 2 hours and then a little jog by train to get to the water. There's a sign-up board at SACI. Students sign up to get together as a group, and then they make the trip. It's very accessible. This was one year we were in Rome having dinner. This is another great quote. Like all travelers, great travelers, I have seen more than I remember, and I remember more than I have seen. The bottom photo is Pompeii there. Several years ago, Lydia Larson, who was a graduate student that went here, put together a Facebook page, which has been very popular. So please feel free, if you're interested in the program, to check out the Facebook page, post something on there if you'd like, ask questions.